media may have forgotten, the cameras may have left, but Islamic Relief and our extensive, fantastic team of staff and volunteers on the ground continue, both in Turkey and both in Syria, to provide the long-term support and assistance to rebuild Syria and rebuild Turkey.
You have to really be here to see and feel and understand what a race against time means. You can see everywhere around us, in each direction we look, there's destruction.
2 hours after the devastating earthquake hit Turkey and Syria, Islamic Relief, with its already existing extensive operations on the ground, had its teams providing life-saving assistance. We've done as much as we can and worked continuously around the clock in order to provide the assistance that's required. Islamic Relief have an extensive plan for phase 2 of this emergency, where inshallah, with your help, with your support and your assistance, we'll be rebuilding homes, we'll be providing new homes, we will be providing continued food, we're providing jobs and means and ways for people to earn a living. We're providing urgent medical assistance. We're providing education to the generation of children who've had no education, being born in war, being brought up in war, and now suffering from an earthquake. Islamic Relief is your organization to help people recover from the devastating earthquake. Islamic Relief believes in the importance of taking people out of poverty.
وكل شيء غالي، يعني أجيب علف لهالغنم وما ناكل نحن، فلذلك اضطريت بعتهم بسبب ارتفاع الأسعار.
As the emergency is ongoing, it is so important that people have sustainable long-term solutions to take them out of poverty, to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. And Islamic Relief, through your support and your generosity, both inside Syria and in Turkey, are providing farmers with livestock, with agriculture, with tools, to help them earn their own money, to not be reliant on handouts. Providing small businesses with money and funds to be able to get them back on their own 2 feet after they've lost everything because of the earthquake, to ensure that they can become self-sustaining.
الإغاثة الإسلامية أعطونا 3 غنمات ونشكرهم نحن طبعا، وأعطونا كمان علف، والحمد لله نبيع حليب أو نبيع لبن، نحسن نشتري فيه خبز، نحسن نشتري فيه أكل، صار في عندنا دخل.
Thank you for helping Islamic Relief support people, taking them out of poverty, providing dignity and ensuring that we're providing long-term sustainable solutions to those who've suffered in Turkey and in Syria. The way in which aid is given, the way in which we organize where we give it, who we give it to, is really, really important. When you give your sadaqah and your zakah to Islamic Relief, Islamic Relief's role and responsibility is to take your trust, your amana, and treat it in the best way. Therefore, what we have done here, alhamdulillah, is we've set up a distribution point. But we haven't chosen where to do it. We've worked with the local authority. Here is a representative of the municipality. He is responsible for this distribution. We are working in coordination with him. They have identified that there are families in this area that require food. How many families? 300 families. Therefore, we arrange through our supply that we will inshallah have food boxes for 300 families in this area. These families have been badly affected by the earthquake, have lost their homes. They have relocated 20 kilometers away from the epicenter in Antakya. They're in another town here in Hatay province. And what we are doing, alhamdulillah, is providing them a food pack that can last for about 2 or 3 weeks. Within it includes pasta, rice, oil, chopped tomatoes, items that they and their families, inshallah, can cook. How are they cooking? They are now living with other families who are becoming host communities. At the beginning of the emergency, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we were giving dry foods. We have to always work with the needs and we have to adapt accordingly. If people don't have a means and ways of cooking, we can't give them rice and pasta. They now have a means and ways of cooking, so we can give that to them. At the beginning of the crisis, we were providing dates, energy bars, cakes, juices, water, those sorts of items that people can take, they can keep with them, they can have any time during the day, gives them a lot of energy and is essential for them at that stage. As things develop, the way in which we deliver also develops. At the beginning, there was less of a form of registration. It was distribution for anyone around. Now we have to put a process in place to ensure that the registration is done in the most efficient manner and is with a representative from the municipality in a certain location for a certain amount of families who are registered. We thank you for supporting Islamic Relief's effort, and we thank you for trusting us with your sadaqah and your zakah, your amana, inshallah, for us to deliver on the ground in this earthquake here in Turkey and in Syria.
Meet Yusuf. He's a nice chap. He loves his mum, his food, his cars, and he loves his prayers. Good lad. Each day he's working through those first world problems, trying to balance this world and the next. And it isn't always easy. One day he realizes his only contribution to the world is a bag for life.